Welcome everyone to another wonderful week of Windy City Fantasy Football. The weather is beautiful. It's a beautiful day for some football, some scores, some fun. I love my job.
I feel like we say welcome too much.
Week 1 is in the books.
Heidi ho, everyone.
Week 1 is in the books.
You did what
The season is off to a wonderful start for some of us and just a horrific start for others.
Okay.
As is proper.
As is proper, we have some winners and some losers.
Of course we do.
I do want to kind of touch base on something, though. I feel like there was I can't speak for everybody on this video, but I don't know. I felt a different feeling like watching the Bears game this week, and
Of course.
I don't know.
you were.
It felt like it was a tale of two halves, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know. If you were to see into my mind's eye, this is kind of what it felt like when I was watching the game. So I thought we'd just give you a look. Another hard to watch Bears game. I can only assume this is going to be yet again another disappointing Bears season. So much unlike every other Bears season. We are the Bears Shuffling Crew. Shuffling on down, doing it for you. We're so bad, we know we're good. Blowing your mind like we knew we would. We ain't here starting no trouble. We're just here to do the Super Bowl shuffle. Uh-huh. 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 We are the Bears Shuffling Crew. Shuffling on down, doing it for you. So that was kind of, I don't know. I would say that was a pretty low key.
As Alan would say, very weird and different.
It was a rational.
Very weird and different.
Just. I don't think there's any expectations. I'm being even keeled. We'll see what happens.
Right.
So.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Right back
So
at ya.
back to the fantasy.
Yeah.
The fantasy winners and losers. We had some winners. We have some amazing losers.
Now I know how we're actually gonna be doing this.
How are you gonna read the people's?
No, Mommy's gonna be saying the winners so far, and
Hey, this is pre-production.
okay.
And we're not supposed to talk about this in the show.
Yeah, we had a production meeting at lunch.
Yeah.
You weren't there.
Okay. All right.
This is how the soup is made.
First is Taylor Made, had 152.7, and they defeated Lamar Lemarier with 130.18. Big win for Delaney. The next highest score was Soldier Fields, 149.52 over Devontae's and Fern Joe.
Yeah.
You haven't changed your name yet. Change it to the Waddle one. Anyway, Breeze is the Word had 140.42 over Herbert's Heroes with 101.56. So she pretty handily beat her son.
Who she was really upset with over the draft, so
Yeah.
this is a little bit of revenge.
Revenge tastes like hamburgers.
Yeah, that
Do
doesn't
you
even.
get it? You?
Chicago Mama Bear was next with 124.26 over I Gotta Win. And Gotta Win got hurt again.
Which player got hurt?
And Lindsay's has Cooper Kupp, who is again making a case for being the best receiver in the league.
Yeah. I think so.
Okay, so
Next is the surprise of the week. The INF Krakens beat King Henry.
I think this has got to be maybe one of the first times in the history of this league where Jamison is in first place.
Tied for first.
can we actually see the standings to make sure?
Craziness.
We'll get to him after.
So he had 116.6 over King Henry's 93.9. And he was the bottom of the week.
Okay. I just want to see
And last and least, Stafford Infection 107.7, the champ 98.1. So season's over.
Mommy.
Yeah, we're gonna have. We should maybe talk about some overreactions.
Are you not gonna be the?
Perhaps it's time for a new segment where we get into overreactions of the week.
So any other overreactions this week?
Can we move on
Well,
now?
as far as
No.
no, stop it.
We're overreacting.
We're overreacting.
You know about that. You're good at those.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
none of the top running backs performed this week, really,
At all.
outside of Taylor.
At all.
The
The kickers suck again. The Bears have another kicker.
Who's the kicker? Should I check?
I'm not going to hold anything against anybody in that game.
The Bears still don't have a kicker.
Can I see who the kicker
Overreactions.
is?
The Packers, get rid of every Packer that you have.
You should.
Because they're going to be awful.
They're terrible. The division that the Texans and the Colts are in,
The AFC South.
worst division in the NFL. They can't even win a game.
Mm-hmm. I think here.
They didn't win a single game, in case you didn't know, because those two tied and the other two teams lost.
Yes.
They couldn't even win.
No one
game.
has a win.
No, they're bad. The Falcons also can't do anything other than lose in spectacular fashion.
Against the Saints, lost to 1 point.
Yep.
Only one.
The Dallas Cowboys are going to be awful this year.
The Dallas Cowboys.
The Dallas Cowboys.
It's terrible.
Okay.
I don't know. I think that's
The Rams aren't going to make it back
the
to
Rams
the Super
choked.
Bowl.
Yeah,
they're
terrible.
done.
They're Super Bowl.
They're done.
Who's that?
You might as well just crown
Daddy,
the
who's
Buffalo
done?
Bills.
If you want to crown them, then crown them.
They might as well just,
Just,
buck everybody off.
yeah.
Who's done for?
Yeah.
Who's done? Oh.
Are you listening?
The Miami Dolphins will forever have the Patriots number.
And the Patriots are going to suck this year. Get rid of any Patriot that you have.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's not worth it.
Definitely.
There's not going to be a player on the Patriots that will ever get 100 yards in a game. Just done.
Just
Donezo.
Done.
Alvin Kamara is done. He's done being relevant.
Everybody is.
Let me think here.
These are all...
Joe Burrow doesn't have no magic no more.
No.
Yep. No more Joe Burrow.
He died inside with each interception he threw. So.
Let me think here. Let me think here. Other overreactions. I don't know. Why don't we hear from you? What do you think are some overreactions for this year? Jameson thinking he's going to win the trophy this year. There's an overreaction that I just came up with.
Unless he doesn't.
Everybody
then
who
he's
didn't get a
gonna
win
lose
this year thinking they're just going to go 14 or 15. That's an overreaction.
Yeah.
So
Totally.
Well, another overreaction would be to look at your coulda, shoulda, wouldas too close.
Coulda, shoulda, wouldas. I don't remember that.
Coulda, shoulda, woulda.
it's Mommy's favorite segment.
No, it's not. Booms, Busts, and Big Outs is my favorite segment.
Oh. Mommy, do you want to do that now? Boom,
So-
and big outs?
No.
They're 3 words.
Or do you want to do
Yes, it is 3
coulda,
words.
shoulda, woulda?
Okay, so
Mommy, do you want to do
We're-
coulda, shoulda, woulda?
I'm going
or-
to do coulda, shoulda, woulda. It's next on the sheet.
Hey.
You can read now.
You
Read.
can see the script.
Okay.
So stop. Hey,
Okay.
you're the one that had to interrupt.
Okay.
So coulda, shoulda, woulda. Usually, it's the rules for coulda, shoulda, woulda are 20 plus points, not a quarterback on your bench. This week, I did 15 or more points because it was a pretty low scoring week overall, really. So I did 15 or more points this week on your bench,
Some of us low score.
or it would have tipped the outcome. So, first of all, Sam had Miles Sanders with 18.5. He was having a rough week versus his mom, as we said, but that could have really made a
That
difference.
really wouldn't. That well, I mean, she whooped him by 40 points, I think.
Yes,
So
But-
even if he did play Miles Sanders,
it would have been better. Yes.
there's a coulda, shoulda, woulda for you. Draft better.
Yeah.
What he said.
Austin, you two did actually have a fairly close game.
Huh?
I really wish that you would stop touching things.
I wasn't.
I feel like we say welcome too much. Week 1 is in the books. Heidi ho, everyone.
I barely even
You guys just had a 9-point difference game, and Austin had
Jahan Dotson.
on his bench with 18 points.
Yep, that
And
would have sealed it.
That would have given him the win. So
Yes. But I mean, in all reality, did we really think that Washington was going to be any good? There's an overreaction. Carson Wentz, MVP.
Commanders all the way.
All the way. Washington, first Super Bowl in 20 years. So,
Daddy,
Carson had the lowest scoring week of the lowest score of anybody. And that was pretty sad because he had Kareem Hunt with 23 points on his bench. Jarvis Landry with 21.4 points on his bench. And Jamal Williams with 16 points on his bench. Would have totally flipped any one of those players, and he would have won.
about.
Michaela.
Michaela, she played, which quarterback did she play?
Oh, she played Mr. Brady.
Mr. Brady, and he only had 10.38. And Jameis Winston on her bench had 21.66. So if she had played her other quarterback, she would have won.
Yeah.
Emily has a stout team. Like, she has amazing players, but she also had 2 players on her bench. Robbie Anderson, Robbie with an IE instead of a Y. He changed his name.
Changed his name.
Had 24.2 points, and James Robinson had 19.9.
It does put her in a very specific position, though, where she has Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson.
Somebody needs to trade her.
Yeah, if you're having quarterback issues, I'm sure she would love to grab a player.
Jameson has 3. Here's your options.
Yeah, well, technically he has 2, but we'll get to that later.
Haha. Rick won, but him and I had a very low scoring game. But he had Clyde Edwards-Helaire on his bench, who had 22.4. And also he played Stafford of Stafford Infection. And if he had played Tannehill, would have gotten him 19.34, as Stafford got him less than 10. So. And,
Will that happen again? Who knows, but it's worth noting.
And now the champ is here. Had Nick Chubb on her bench with 18.3 and Cordell Patterson with 25.6.
Nick Chubb.
I'm still confused. I mean, well, who's your starting running back? Austin
Eckler.
Eckler, yes.
Who had a not good week.
No. But, we'll get to that as well. You gotta trust. You gotta have faith in your Falcons. Gotta have faith in your Falcons. It's a ride or die.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep.
What he said.
Mm-hmm.
I rode with, and we'll probably get to it. I rode with my guy.
Hey.
Anyway.
No, you didn't. You didn't play Justin Fields.
I played Cole Kmet.
You played Jalen Hurts, not Justin Fields.
I played Cole Kmet.
Okay.
Okay.
Moving on. Now it is my favorite segment.
Boots, bust, bag, out! Where we think that, where we tell who's out.
Where
Yeah.
we tell who did the best,
Whose team?
who did the best, and who's out.
Yeah.
So for
I can see some.
Yes. So I'm going to do at least this week a little bit different for our booms. Because it is so early on in the year, the waiver wire is a very active place. So my boom quarterback is, of course, Patrick Mahomes. He was the highest scoring quarterback with 34.9 points. But the surprise, and is available on the waiver wire, Carson Wentz, 27.72. He is your waiver wire boom of the week.
I can't find Patrick Mahomes.
The best, that's because he's on a team. The best running back of the week was Saquon Barkley. He had 36.4 points. The waiver wire surprise of the week, Dontrell Hillard had 21.9 points available in our league. Obviously, as we stated, the highest wide receiver was Justin Jefferson with 42.4 points. But the surprise waiver wire boom of the week was Devin Duvernay. How do you say it? Duvernay? For the Ravens, 21.4 points. And this one is a real big surprise. The tight end, the best tight end, Travis Kelce, that's not a surprise, 29.1. But the best tight end on the waiver wire, O.J. Howard of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, 17.8 points.
Is it repeatable?
We don't know.
And we're not even taking into consideration the goofball in New Orleans.
Yeah.
He's a quarterback. He's a running back. He's a tight end. We're not going to say his name because you almost feel like that's the Candyman or the Babadook now.
Yeah.
You say it and he'll appear and just mess up your week.
Yeah.
Like he did.
And the best defense was the Steelers because they just kept intercepting Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow had a game for the ages, but not in a good way.
No. And he still almost won it, but the kickers couldn't kick. Big outs. Big outs.
Yeah, big out.
So,
Like
first of all, in that game with Joe Burrow, T. Higgins got a concussion.
Let me get my pillow cushion. I'll be right back. Now.
That's supposed to help him from getting distracted. Let us know how that works, everyone. T. Higgins got a concussion in the aforementioned Bengals-Steelers game. Dak Prescott and poor Dallas Cowboys. They went from Tony Romo, who just couldn't get out of his own way and got hurt all the time, to
Dak Prescott, who, for whatever reason, just played horribly. And at the very end of the game, managed to hurt his thumb on his throwing hand. He's going to have surgery, or maybe not, but he's going to be out.
Multiple weeks. 6
to 8 weeks is the estimate right now. That's painful. And they don't have another real good quarterback on their roster.
Not.
They've got Cooper Rush is his name?
Yeah.
I don't know if that instills a lot of confidence in anybody in Big D.
Mac Jones also has a back injury. It's kind of day to day as to how much it's going to affect him. If you're the quarterback back, injury. But, you know, TJ Watt got hurt in that game as well with the Bengals. He tore his pec.
He tore a pec muscle. Yeah. Now, that can be season-ending, but I guess he's getting a second opinion to see what can be done. But we've seen other defensive players and even some linemen, I think, they've had that injury and they're done. They can't do anything because you can't really move your arm very much.
Yes.
Najee Harris injured his foot.
Yes.
I think that one's really considered day-to-day.
Yeah, they were worried it was a possible Linds-Jones fracture. Can't talk. So if that's the case, then yeah, his season is done, or at least a good chunk of it is done. I don't know that he'd be able to come back from like Derrick Henry did in because that was a Liz Jones fracture too, I think, or he had some kind of foot injury.
I don't know.
Either way, he's gonna miss some time.
The Chicago Bears beat up on the 49ers and they hurt Elijah Mitchell's knee. Oh, it didn't have anything to do with the field or the rain or anything like that.
He's a very brittle man.
He's the very mean Chicago Bears.
Yes. He had, 4... I think it was 9 different injury designations last year. We'll probably look that up. Maybe not, but...
We'll see. And last but not least, Chris Godwin. Michaela's Chris Godwin has a hamstring problem. Again.
Yeah.
So.
And as weird as that is, that forced the Buccaneers to go to...
O.J. Howard!
No, that's the Texans. Yeah, O.J. Howard's on the Texans. Julio Jones.
Oh, yes, Julio.
Is on the Bucs.
Julio is one of the... waiver wire pickups of the week. According to ESPN, I was just going to throw this out there. It kind of goes with the overreactions. Waiver wire pickups, Matt Ryan and Carson Wentz.
Mm-hmm.
Jeff Wilson Jr. for Elijah Mitchell.
Yep, the 49ers running back.
Curtis Samuel, Donovan Peoples-Jones, and O.J. Howard. And, hey, Bears fans, Pettis is available in our league.
Dante Pettis.
Hey, Bears fans. How good of a Bears fan are you? How good of a Bears fan are you?
1 catch, 51 yards, and a touchdown. One catch for 51 yards that's not a high score. Like, we'll see. We'll see.
Fair weather fans.
Yeah, we should just jump right all over that.
Okay, well, that leads us to...
Does it really?
It does. That's pretty much all we got.
Wow, this has gone quickly.
So we're going to do this week's matchups, but first we got to find out, how did Alan say? How did it go?
Aren't we going to do that when we get to Alan Says?
Yeah, yeah.
We'll keep you in suspense, because guess what? We actually counted. And we're going to keep counting. We're going to find out what his yearly record's going to be this year.
Why are you looking at week 15?
Oh, he's very eager to get down to the... Stop it. This cushion's not working.
Cushion is not working.
Cushion's not working.
Because you think that's the first time we play each other? It's not.
No. Now stop.
Okay. I surrender.
Oh, my word. Yes, you better surrender because this is bad.
All right. This week's matchups. What the Heckler versus King Henry. One of us is going to get a win. Woo! Stafford Infection versus Taylor Made.
One of you is going to get a loss.
Lamar Lamarrier versus Chicago Mama Bear.
Well, the sister battle's happening early this year.
About
I Got a Win versus Dante's Inferno.
Man, can we just take 5 seconds? Man, that name is bad.
We gave you a perfectly good name. Moving on.
Austin, that's a terrible name. You should really be getting a new one.
INF Krakens versus Herbert's Heroes.
Wait, really? Oh, no, never mind.
Yeah, first he played his mom, now he plays his dad.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Soldier Fields versus Breeze is the word.
But anyway,
Well, since he's
start
eager.
Alan Says.
I was gonna say. We can start
Mommy.
that now. Now hold on. Now this is the segment where we get to talk about last week's results from from Alan Says. Ugh.
Exactly.
Do you want to tell the people how you did?
Okay.
How many did you get right and how many did you get wrong?
3 out of 3.
3
No,
out of
3 out of 6.
3 out of 6. 3 losers and 3 winners.
He got 3 right and he got 3 wrongs. Perfectly cut down the middle.
I said mommy and well.
You said Mom was going to win and
But-
Carson was going to win and Emily was going to win. And
Those
unfortunately,
are
those
the
people
3
didn't win.
that did not win.
And that feels kind of bad to talk about. I don't know why you wanted to bring up the ones you got wrong. Why didn't you just want to bring up the ones you got right?
Which was
Concentrate on the positive, son.
Matt, Sue, and Lindsay.
What was that again?
Matsu, my dad
we-
right here, Sue, and Lindsay
We
were the
couldn't-
3 winners.
We
I was
couldn't hear
yawning.
it through the yawn.
I was trying to move past it, but that didn't work.
That's fine.
Okay, now let's move on to losers.
No.
You mean pick this week's
Yeah,
matchups?
you're going to pick this week's matchups?
Yep.
Want to take a look at the game? So,
What the?
What the Heckler versus King Henry. Who's going to win?
Still has faith in me.
Still has faith. Stafford Infection versus Tailor Made. Oh, my Lord. Who's going to win?
I would say either. Well, between those 2, they are doing pretty good, but I don't know yet. So I'm trying to think on that.
We'll come back to that
We'll
one.
come back to that one.
I
Good
just
Lord.
need like
The sisters.
8 minutes.
The sisters. Lamar LaMarrier and Chicago Mama Bear. Who's
Who's
gonna
going to
win?
win?
Lamar LaMarrier is the
All-
best guess I
All
have.
right.
Lamar
I
LaMarrier.
gotta win versus the terrible name. Who's gonna win?
I think I don't want to say the old name, but I gotta win.
All right, gotta win.
Gotta win.
The INF Krakens versus Herbert's Heroes. Who's gonna win?
Jameson?
What?
Wow, you really are not sounding confident on
Actually,
that.
Sam.
Are you flip flopping?
Sam.
Are you flip flopping?
Yeah, flip flop.
Okay.
I can flip flop, and Alan says.
Okay.
I
Well,
can
now
flip
it's on
flop.
tape, so you can't
Samuel.
you can't change
We're
now.
going with Samuel.
Sam's gonna win.
So.
And finally,
Us.
Soldier Fields versus Breeze is the word. Who's gonna win? Soldier Fields. Okay. I hope so because you want to know why? Al.
Now back
Never
to
mind.
the suspenseful one. Stafford Infection or Tailor Made?
Yes, that one. A few more minutes, maybe.
No,
that's all
this
we
is
got.
our segment.
That's all
Come
the
on.
time we got.
Yeah. You gotta pick one. You gotta pick one.
Stafford infection.
Okay.
Okay, it goes with Stafford
Uncle
Infection.
Rick. Uncle Rick is a good one.
We will see how his record improves or, well, changes next week. And then we'll see how well you're doing.
If I get all of them wrong, then I'm not the host anymore.
Oh, okay. Well,
Oh
then there's
wow.
that.
He's putting his reputation and his job on the line
Wow.
this week. Week 2.
Overreaction.
Yeah.
If
Feels
I
like
get
it.
all 6 wrong, I'm out of here. Out of here, and I mean it. Out of here.
Well, the good news is he's not going to get all 6 wrong because he predicted I'm going to win. So, last but not least, the games of the week. The Thursday night game is the Chargers at the Chiefs.
Boy, a good game. AFC West, 2 really good quarterbacks.
Sunday night football.
What? Might be
Versus Packers.
a little game no one's ever.
Packer
paid
week,
attention
people.
to. It's Packer week.
We're gonna.
We're going to Green Bay.
We're
And you're
taking
crying.
those sick Packers down. They're going down to the ground.
They're all
Just like you did
Yeah.
down there. Get
Yeah.
back up on the couch.
And for some reason, we have 2 Monday Night Football games just to keep things entertaining. First is the Titans at the Bills. That's a playoff game from last year.
Vikings at Eagles.
Is
And
the other one.
Vikings at the Eagles. So,
Yeah. And they're both being played in the East Coast time zone. So I don't know if they're going to play one real early and play one later. I guess that's really confusing.
Mommy,
So-
I can't tell what this team is.
That's Joel's team,
No, on top of Joel's team.
the Bills.
The Bills, the Buffalo Bills.
I didn't understand it.
Yes,
My
the
hand-
I thought it
Buffalo
said
Bills.
Now I have a handwriting critic.
I thought it said the birds.
Mm-mm. No, it didn't. It said the Bills. I don't know where you got birds from. There's no D there. So, well, boy, this has been fun.
Yeah, it has.
Whoa, where you going?
To turn this off once you guys are ready.
Money down the drain, that thing. Money down the drain.
Alright, let's get this started.
Or finished. Bye, everyone. Bye-bye.
Hope you have a good football weekend.